Hey bitches, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone had an amazing Halloween. I saw some very interesting costumes floating around the internet, that is for sure. But I have to say two of the best costumes that I saw are going to go to, I know y'all are gonna get on to me in the comment section. James Charles had one of the better Halloween costumes in my opinion, probably because it was hiding his face, but he went as the Headless Horseman to Heidi Klum's Halloween party, and he had like a replica of his head that in my opinion, because he did a TikTok where he was like putting his makeup on it, it looked a little wall-eyed. Does he look wall-eyed to y'all? I know last video we were talking about if I have a lazy eye, but does he? But the second best Halloween costume in my opinion, and this is totally coming from a petty standpoint, you guys know I get down with Taylor Swift, I like her music, but it is speculated that she did come for Travis Kelce's ex-girlfriend in her song Opalite, because there were some lyrics in it that could be said they are very pointed in that direction. But his ex-girlfriend, I believe her name is Kayla Nicole, every single time I see her in the press, they're always just trying to say like Travis Kelce's ex-girlfriend. I'm not exactly sure what she is known for prior to Travis Kelce or when they were together, but I think they should probably drop that title by now because it's just getting messy out here. But she clapped back at Taylor Swift. She did her Halloween costume as Toni Braxton. He wasn't man enough for me, and she did like the full-on dance in the dress and everything. Looked amazing, mind you. But I personally just think it was probably one of the best clapbacks that she could have had to that situation, because Opalite is a good song, but if you really listen to it and then you think about the ex-girlfriend, that is pointed in her direction. So points to you, Kayla Nicole. So before I go any further in this video, I do want to give a huge shout out to everybody's favorite toy shop, Bellesa, for once again sponsoring my channel. Let's be honest, we've probably all been in a situation where you've hooked up with someone and maybe they didn't get the job done completely, or maybe you just need a little extra. But let me set the picture for you. The person is still there. They didn't get the hint to like leave and go home after the fact, or maybe you're married to them and you want to be a little quiet and you do not want to wake them up because honestly, the first time around they didn't get the job done anyway, so why would you? Well, if that is you, then you are in luck because I want to introduce you to the Whisper line from Bellesa. There's a wand, there's a vibe, there's a rabbit, and there's even this one right here that's the Whisper Bullet. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you ladies out there, I've been sitting with this one on my temple, and let me tell you, it's nice. So the Whisper Tech line from Bellesa is the world's first silent vibrators. It's crazy how silent these are. I have been around some loud ass toys in my day, let me tell you. So let me turn this one on and I'll put it by my microphone so if you guys can pick up on any sound. And then let's definitely try out the Bullet. Yes, your speakers are working correctly, and no, I did not edit the audio on that clip. These are silent. All of these have different vibration modes that you can put them in, and I want to say these actually feel like very nice and luxurious. They're very, very soft. And I do also want to mention that they are waterproof. So when Bellesa reached out to me, they were like, hey, we want to do another giveaway for your channel. And I said, great, perfect. I love doing giveaways. And I want to say thank you to everyone out there that supported the last giveaway that Bellesa did on my channel, making it possible for this one again. So that is why Bellesa and myself are hooking you up once again. For everyone that signs up at the link below, down in the description or in the pinned comment, you will get the chance to win a Whisper Vibe, or you will get a free rose suction toy with every Whisper purchase. And let's be honest, ladies, we all know why this one is famous. So once again, I want to say thank you to Bellesa for sponsoring my channel, and good luck to everyone in the giveaway, and enjoy. So moving on from that, the next thing that I want to talk about is the drama that Mama Tot is involved in over on TikTok right now because of this lady right here. But immediately when this mug popped up on my TikTok screen, I rolled my eyes and I was like, I know exactly who this lady is. This is, I'm pretty sure she's rage bait. She's either rage bait or she's just highly annoying. She is the lady that made a TikTok about Casey Anthony when Casey Anthony tried to join social media and the TikTok platform and then direct everyone over to her Substack where she was going to be like spilling the tea, telling her truth, all that kind. The fact that Casey Anthony, first of all, the fact that she walks among us. Second of all, you know, I can just add some more to the list. Second of all, the fact that there were people actually supporting Casey Anthony was crazy. Just insane. Like she was coming to social media and people were like, yes, queen, get it. Third of all, the fact that that man left his wife for Casey Anthony. I cannot even imagine what that lady is going through. Could you imagine, y'all? Like all of a sudden your husband comes home and he's like, hey, I'm leaving you. Oh my God, you're so upset. For who? A child. Ladies, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what is worse, that or finding out that your husband is gay. I don't know. You guys let me know down in the comment section. Which I'm kidding. I know, obviously, it would be the child would be the worst thing. Duh. But goddamn, that's just awful. I hope that lady's in therapy. Anyways, this lady made a video about Casey Anthony, and she said that she knew that Casey was guilty of murdering her daughter because it was either that she told her when she was in jail with her, like a cell block or something, or like she knew someone that was in jail, that kind of thing, and the information got back to her. So she dared Casey because Casey said that she would be going after people and suing them if they were spreading lies about her because she's trying to hold up that she didn't do anything. Okay. We were all shocked that day when she was found not guilty. That was absolutely insane. So basically, this lady dared Casey Anthony to go after her if she was telling a lie or something. And apparently, Casey took her up on the offer and had her attorney reach out to her, and they were threatening her illegally. And this lady completely backtracked on what she was saying. So this lady is just trash, in my opinion. But the reason that we are even having to speak of this lady is because she has made a video calling out several, I'm trying to like look and see as if me pretending that my eyes are good enough to actually see what's on my computer screen with the names. Let me lean forward. She called out Emily Kaiser, Kylie Perkins, Kylie Pitts, Jeffree Star, Mama Tot, and Michaela Nogueira. And some of them are misspelled. I'm sure that is just to try to get people to like comment like how it's like really spelled down in the comment section, like they're getting one over on her. I don't know. She made a video calling out all these influencers because basically she wants to know what all these influencers are going to do that have made so much money off of the TikTok platform and off their audiences. Are they going to be giving back to people that are not going to be able to eat in a few weeks? So she means today. I don't know if this video is like a little old. I just saw that Mama Tot responded to this. That's why we're talking about it. But she said that are not going to be able to eat in like a week. And she's referring to the SNAP benefits. First of all, ma'am, before I play this video, one, I don't know why you think that you can like insert yourself into someone else's pocketbook. But number two, didn't Emily Kaiser's child just pass away from drowning in the pool? And you think that you should be calling her out on like what she's spending her money on right now? Like, whoa, wow. Ooh, the audacity of some people, I swear.
Now, I am curious to find out if Emily Kaiser, Kylie Perkins, Kylie Pitts, Mama Tot, Michaela Nogueira, Jeffree Star, and so many more influencers that make really big money on this app because of your following, because of your repost and engagement, will they offer you some money because your family is not going to be able to eat in less than a week? Will they say, hey, we're doing a giveaway of $500 to get you groceries, or we'll buy you groceries? I'm incredibly curious to see that challenge because this whole year, last few years, everybody has been making Michaela Nogueira very, very wealthy with everything you purchase. Mama Tot, Jeffree Star, Emily Kaiser, Kylie Perkins, all of these big, big, big influencers. Now I would be very curious to find out how many of them are going to give you a hand up. How many of them care about your children, if your children are going to eat and go to sleep, or they're going to have empty bellies? Because let me just tell you, Jeffree Star is a millionaire. Michaela Nogueira is a multi-millionaire.
I will say this, there is one thing that I personally do know about Jeffree Star, just from like back in the day. This is like documented on the internet as well. There were several times that Dustin had sent Jeffree a person's GoFundMe, like one of our followers' GoFundMes. They were going through something, and Jeffree actually paid off those GoFundMes, and it was like thousands upon thousands of dollars. So I know that Jeffree, out of all of these people, I'm not familiar. I know, actually, no, I do know about Mama Top because she has spoke about it before on social media. So I do know that she does give back as well. Michaela, I think that we all just know is a liar, right? Okay. So she said that she was going to do the donation when Roe versus Wade got struck down, and she was going to take half of whatever her glam light proceeds were for that collaboration that was coming out. So pulling on your heartstrings like this, something's going to happen for a good cause, never provided any kind of receipts. You think if you made a claim that large on social media and that was a huge thing that she would have been doing, you think that you'd kind of like, I know people are like, no, you don't want to show proof of it because then people are like, oh, you're bragging. She made the claim on social media. I think that she should kind of back it up, you know? And then, of course, let's not forget the Chanel bags. Whenever we bring up something about Michaela and her charity work, let's bring up those Chanel bags, the giveaway with Chris Appleton. Remember those? Then the bags just completely disappeared when there was some like fraudulent activity going on or something. So out of this list, I can personally tell you that Jeffree Star does give back a lot to people on social media. And Mama Tot, just from how she has spoken on social media, I've never actually spoken to her, I know that she also does as well. And I want to say one thing about Mama Tot, because I always get these comments down below whenever I speak about her. You guys are always telling me she's this horrible person. Oh my gosh, whatever. The last time I spoke about Mama Tot, the one reason that people gave me that they did not like Mama Tot is because they think, and this is just going to be paraphrasing, I'm not going to actually say what they said in their fucking comment because I don't remember, I just know the subject matter of it. People are literally not happy because they do not think that Mama Tot has grieved the loss of her son in the right way. And we've seen a lot of this online recently with people speaking out on how people are grieving certain people, I'm just saying. I think that's a very like sick and twisted thing to do. It happened to me when my mom passed away. People thought that I was not grieving correctly because a week after I was trying to have some kind of normalcy in my life because I was literally living inside of my mom's house at that time, having to deal with all that. A very traumatic thing of her passing away from COVID in the hospital where I could not even see her. So I went and got some Botox done to try to have some kind of normalcy because I had to step outside of the house. And I got literally ridiculed and dragged all over social media. I didn't come into your house when someone passed away, bitch. I'm not going to make comments about how I don't think that they've cried enough today. You know what? Did they smile today? Holy I didn't smile when my mom died. I didn't smile when my son passed away. I didn't smile. Like, shut the fuck up. Oh my God. It is so. People online with some of the stuff that they fucking bitch about. I know that I can be guilty about bitching about stupid shit as well. But the fact that some of you are so comfortable telling someone that they're not grieving correctly is just like absolutely insane to me. And I could just hear him typing now. That's not all that's wrong with her.
Mama Tot, Kylie Perkins, Kylie Pitts, so Ashley Trevino. So many people have been giving you guys money. Now I would.
Girl, that's how you should know that this video is like rage bait. Ash Trevino. You really think that Ash Trevino, out of everyone that you just listed, first of all, just because these people have millions of followers, Michaela, Jeffree Star, I don't know anything about Mama Tot's finances, don't know anything about Kylie Pitts, Kylie Perkins, or Emily Kaiser, but Jeffree Star and Michaela, I mean, we know that they have a lot of money. But just because somebody has all these followers does not all of a sudden mean that they have all this money in their bank. Some people got a lot of bills, okay?
Love to know how you're going to give back to the community that has been carrying you on this app. I would love to find out.
So Mama Tot did respond to that, and honestly, if I was somebody that she called out in that post, I would have responded and just been like, it's none of your fucking business, bitch. Like, the fact that people are all about other people's finances is like absolutely crazy to me.
Kylie Perkins, Kylie Pitts, Mama Tot.
Normally, I do not make videos like this, especially from a response with these type of videos. But if people have not noticed here lately, I've had just about enough. Now, let me start with this. You and I have spoke privately before, quite a few times. Although my message...
So something that I have noticed about Mama Tot over the past few weeks, maybe like the past month, is that she has kind of been like getting at people's ass over on TikTok. And apparently there is going to be this podcast coming out. I'm not exactly sure when. I've seen like a few teasers of it over on TikTok. Don't know when the exact date of it's going to drop, but apparently she is going to be exposing a lot of stuff with like a lot of receipts. They found out who some like crazy stalker was, that kind of thing, that was like harassing a bunch of influencers over there. And I'm all for it. I am definitely under the belief that it does not matter the size of the platform. If you have something nasty to say on social media, then you cannot get upset when someone responds to you, even if they have millions upon millions of followers. That's not how it works, bitch. We're not going to sit there and all of a sudden you're going to just poke. And then finally when somebody responds, all of a sudden it's, well, why would you come after me? I have no followers. I'm nice to nobody. Like, oh my gosh, it's just little old me. Y'all know what I'm talking about because we have definitely seen that in this community where somebody will be on social media saying something nasty and then you pop off and all of a sudden it's like, I don't know why you'd waste your time on me. Why'd you waste your time on me, bitch? Apparently we're both bored.
Messages are off. That chat log is still open because we have communicated privately in the chat before, so it doesn't disappear. So that means if you wanted to know anything, question me about anything, you could have come right there in my inbox and did it to me. But instead, you set the phone down and you asked the internet about my finances and everybody else on the screen that you listed. See, just asking me privately would not get, I don't know, the attention. But making a video insinuated that I have not done enough or nothing would get all the attention. So let me break it down to you as what it's like being a content creator. And then as you being one, I thought you would have already realized this or experienced this in some type of way. Maybe you haven't. And if you haven't, that is a good thing. But as content creators, especially one as myself that does a lot, if we post the good deeds that we do, then it's this right here. Oh, all good deeds don't need to be seen by the world. Cool. Agreed. But then when we don't, it's, so what are you doing? I guess you're just not doing anything. You see where I'm going with this? We cannot win for nothing. We cannot please everybody. Everybody has their own feelings. And 65% of them just want to hate. Honey, they want to hate so far that they will actually create something to be mad about and run with it with that. You have watched this happen to me. You have. To assume that somebody is not doing anything because you...
Do you know what? That just made me think of when she said that. When I first came across the drama where Mama Tot was getting dragged, because she made that video in 2024 about why are you guys not mad? Something that I noticed about these people that do drag Mama Tot, literally the stuff that they will drag Mama Tot for is stuff that they're all fucking guilty of themselves. I remember there was this lady named Lizzie. Oh my gosh, I need to find the video of her on my phone right now. Maybe I can. There's a clip from Sujia. I don't know if you guys know who that influencer is over on TikTok, but she made a video calling her out because this lady, Lizzie, literally was starting a hate campaign against Mama Tot, was in everyone's comment section against Mama Tot, saying that she's guilty of all of these crimes. She is a racist. She is a homophobe. She is literally everything under the sun. All because Lizzie was under the impression, because Mama Tot made a video where she was upset about what was going on in North Carolina and Tennessee after those storms, and there wasn't like enough money being sent by FEMA, like all this kind of stuff, where again, somebody thought that Mama Tot plagiarized their video and took the idea, so they started a hate campaign against her as well. It was just one of the most ridiculous things that I've ever seen. But it turns out at the end of the day, the racist was Lizzie. Do you guys know what Lizzie did? Well, actually, let me just show you what Lizzie did.
Who the fuck are you, you Singapore fucking immigrant? Get the fuck out of our country!
When I came across this stitch by Sujia, because it was the first time I saw this clip of Lizzie, I was just so fucking taken aback that this lady ever had the audacity, gall, and gumption to come online and accuse Mama Tot of the things that she was doing. Maybe one day we'll get like a full video on Lizzie. I don't know. I do have a bunch of clips of her saved, but ma'am, you did all of that and showed the internet exactly who you are. For TikTok removed the first one, just the sound, for community guides violation. I'm sorry, I have First Amendment right. How the fuck is that possible? So you went on a racial rant, Lizzie, because you thought that your First Amendment right had been snatched away from you because they removed a sound. Girl. Oh my fucking God. Stupid. Oh my God, my cheeks are red.
You don't see it. This is social media. Everything does not have to be filmed like that. I do not film my entire life. You know what? Since you want to know, I'll answer your question. I had to be at the courthouse Monday and Tuesday for my baby child's homicide case. Even when we left up out of there Tuesday, we did 8 deliveries to families in need. Then I donated another $4,000. Then I sent $100 to 17 of my followers out the blue. They just woke up to it, had no idea it was coming. Make a video and tell everybody what I done? No, I'm responding to you right now. Yes, there's a difference in that. But I promise you, every time this app is tearing somebody down, me giving back ain't never stopped. But maybe you just do you want to know what I've done today so far? Forgive me, I had a meeting at 10 a.m. with somebody very, very important. But let me show you what I did. This right here, do you see this? This right here is an actual grocery order for someone by the name of Emily. It's over $600 worth. Now, the other night I was on the book face and I happened to see a post in the Mobile's Community Watch page or Mobile's Word of Mouth. I don't know, it's one or the other. Feel free to go look at it. But somebody by the name of Emily posted, "Hey, I am really hungry. Would someone mind bringing me something to eat?" Do you know what I did? I slid in her inbox and I said it would be my pleasure. So instead of bringing her something to eat, I did an entire grocery order for her to make sure she had food for the next few weeks. I included the laundry detergent and the cat food. But I'm sure to some people that still ain't enough, is it? Just because you don't see something with your own eyeballs and hear something with your own ears does not mean it didn't happen. Some of us just like to keep things like that private. We don't need anything from anybody. We wanted to do something to help. That's all. I don't have to post about it.
That's right. So moving on from that, let's talk about Jeffree Star real quick, because I was scrolling over on TikTok today and you guys know he has me blocked. So sometimes he'll like randomly pop up in like the live feeds if he's on like Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I'm not sure how it gets around it because I'm blocked on that one as well, but I can still watch. And he was bitching at people because the chat has literally turned into like nothing but people going into it asking what is going on with his friend Eugenia Cooney. So he was dragging people back and forth and just like telling them about themselves, but then he got like really serious because he ended up getting a flag from TikTok. And with that came like a 10-minute TikTok visibility live stream ban, which it like takes the live stream off the For You page so the viewership drops. So Jeffree is under the impression that TikTok has it out for him now and they are trying to limit his free speech, I guess. Just like that Lizzie lady was feeling in that TikTok. Maybe that's how Jeffree Star is feeling now that TikTok is going after him. I wonder if we're gonna get some kind of rant as well. But Jeffree said now every time he goes live on TikTok, immediately an employee from TikTok is on his live stream watching to just like flag it for any little thing. Personally, I think that Jeffree is saying that because he's going to set up going and streaming somewhere else in the future. I know that Bunny XO, she is now doing something over on Kick, but also here on YouTube. I could totally see Jeffree Star going over to Kick. There doesn't seem to be like any rules and regulations that go on over there with the things that people people can do and the things that people can say. Honestly, with TikTok, I don't know how so many people have kept their accounts over there for so long, because you literally get flagged for the dumbest shit. I have some of Jeffree's live stream recorded, but honestly, it's just him sitting there bitching about how TikTok is censoring him and how an employee is watching him. And then he ended it after staying there in silence for a few minutes with just like an angry look on his face. He said TikTok finally won and he ended up ending his live stream. Now, I personally think that the reason that Jeffree Star ended this live stream is because while all this was going on, when he got the warning from TikTok, it was people in the chat just bringing up Eugenia Cooney, trying to figure out how she is. Did he see the picture of her from the other day with TMZ? If you don't know what I'm talking about, which you would have if you follow me over on TikTok or you saw my short from the other day. So somebody at Disney snapped a picture of Eugenia Cooney, her brother, and her mother on the monorail, and let's just say the family did not look happy at all. And I was a little taken aback because we've talked about Eugenia having a brother on this channel a little bit, because somebody let me know that maybe the bells on the front door weren't the mother maybe like thinking that Eugenia Cooney was trying to escape, but more so the brother. But honestly, after seeing this picture of all of them on the monorail, I think that it might be for Eugenia and her brother. The mother just does not want any of them to escape. So we've been talking a lot on this channel about Eugenia Cooney and the fact that she was missing from all of her social media platforms. The last thing that I told you about her is that there was apparently this lawsuit going on with TikTok and a bunch of other social media platforms, and Eugenia is named as an exhibit where she is basically being called a danger to children. So people are thinking that that is the reason that Eugenia is actually not posting on any of her social media platforms, that her monetization has been completely stripped while this is going on. And maybe they told her, maybe you shouldn't be posting on there right now because it's literally just egging on this lawsuit. So people were very interested when Eugenia finally popped up at Disneyland or Disney World, but people quickly noticed that in this photo, 1, Eugenia looks miserable. 2, holy fuck, that is her brother. Nobody has ever really seen her brother like that, and apparently he's like creepy in himself, because I made a few TikToks about this, and if you're not following me on TikTok, please do, because I'm gonna be going live over there. But apparently from the comment section over there, I have been told that he is into making art, and some of that art involves Eugenia Cooney, and some of that art involving her might be a little like Rose in the Titanic, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little shocked that Eugenia Cooney is able to do so much traveling in like the condition that she's in, and the brother as well. Because if you've ever been to Disneyland or Disney World, you know that is a lot of walking. It is probably like 12 to 20,000 steps a day just going through that park. I and a lot of other people are very shocked, I would say, that there is just so much energy among the bunch. That's how I'm gonna say it. People in my comment section over on TikTok were also saying that Eugenia doesn't even like mess with Disney like that, which I find, I don't know about y'all, but I find that very surprising, just like with her personality type. But apparently the brother is the one that's obsessed with Disney, and she's kind of like just forced to tag along. I don't know, y'all. I just think it's very sad that there is clearly something going on with Eugenia and the brother. I mean, it is clear that they are on 2 separate ends of the ED spectrum. And then there's the mom, who my own personal opinion is that I definitely think that she has some kind of influence on her children. Obviously, they are both still living with her. I don't think it's weird that they are living with her. Obviously, I do not think that Eugenia is in the condition that she could be living by herself. And the brother, I think it is the same thing with him. But honestly, just being in your 30s and living with your parents, I moved back in with my mom after I got a divorce and her husband passed away because I did not want her to be alone. So no, I do not find it to be weird. Now, with that said, I don't think that Eugenia or her brother has ever lived alone, so they've never had that like experience in life. But again, it's just a very weird situation all around. I do feel really bad for Eugenia Cooney. She looks miserable in this photo. I'm sure it takes a lot to walk around that park, as I said. I mean, to be completely honest, she's probably miserable as well because she cannot post shit on social media. So that has to suck. I do think that Eugenia does enjoy posting on social media. It's just the stuff that she posts is extremely controversial and can be taken as her promoting something very troubling. So with that said, everyone, that is it for this video. I hope that you did enjoy it. Please hype this video, hit the subscribe button as well as the thumbs up. And please check out this video sponsor, Bellessa, down in the pinned comment or in the description for a chance to win a free vibe or get a free rose toy with every Whisper order. And if you have made it this far in the video, please leave me a Christmas tree emoji down below if today you decorated for the holidays, or leave a pumpkin if you are someone that does not decorate for Christmas until after Thanksgiving. And I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye.